The working capital turnover ratio measures how efficiently a company uses its working capital to generate sales. Unlike other ratios that focus on liquidity or profitability, this ratio provides insight into how effectively a company is utilizing its working capital to support its sales activities. Working capital is the difference between a company's current assets and current liabilities. This ratio helps assess how well a company is turning its working capital into revenue, making it a crucial metric for evaluating operational efficiency. Working capital turnover ratio. To calculate the working capital turnover ratio, you divide the company's net sales by its average working capital. Net sales represent the total revenue from sales after deducting returns, allowances, and discounts. Average working capital is calculated by adding the beginning and ending working capital for a period and dividing by 2. Essentially, this ratio shows how many dollars of sales are generated for each dollar of working capital used. Example. Consider a company with net sales of $500,000 and an average working capital of $100,000. To calculate the working capital turnover ratio, you divide $500,000 by $100,000, resulting in a ratio of 5. This means that for every dollar of working capital, the company generates $5 in sales. If this ratio increases over time, it indicates improved efficiency in using working capital to drive sales. Low working capital turnover ratio. A low working capital turnover ratio suggests that a company is not efficiently using its working capital to generate sales. This can be due to excessive inventory, high accounts receivable, or low sales relative to the working capital available. For instance, if a company's ratio is 2, it means it generates only $2 in sales for each dollar of working capital. This could indicate that the company is holding too much inventory or facing slow sales, which can strain cash flow and operational efficiency. High working capital turnover ratio. A high working capital turnover ratio signifies that a company is effectively using its working capital to drive sales. For example, a ratio of 8 indicates that the company generates $8 in sales for every dollar of working capital. This typically means the company has strong sales performance and efficient management of inventory and receivables. High ratios often reflect effective operational management and good liquidity, contributing to a healthier cash flow. How can companies optimize working capital turnover ratio? Improve inventory management. Companies can reduce excess inventory and adopt just-in-time inventory systems to free up working capital and enhance turnover. Enhance accounts receivable collection. Streamlining credit policies and improving collection processes can accelerate cash inflows and reduce the need for high working capital. Optimize accounts payable. Extending payment terms with suppliers, where feasible, can help manage working capital more efficiently while maintaining good supplier relationships. Key takeaways. The working capital turnover ratio evaluates how well a company uses its working capital to generate sales. A higher ratio indicates more efficient use of working capital, leading to better sales performance and cash flow. A lower ratio suggests inefficiencies in managing inventory, receivables, or sales. Companies can improve their ratio by optimizing inventory management, enhancing accounts receivable processes, and managing accounts payable effectively.